And you go call the police when you shoot up somebody's house. Don't they call the police? When y'all do all these crimes y'all commit, don't people call the police? They can't justify doing nothing to me. That's what I figured out. Nigga, you can't justify doing nothing to me and you made a song with Lucci. You had to come get Miami niggas to be your crash outs. Cause you got a little money to get them niggas. But Miami hip to what they doing. Because people out of Miami lost their lives between that beef too. And the people in Miami didn't get $1 from now nigga, from now nigga. They happened to throw one nigga out the car. I know the nigga shout to I Am Nice. That's I Am Nice partner. They were shooters together. Nice, James, and Nice brother. James, who YFN Lucci rap about, killed his partner, Nice brother, and ran to Atlanta. He was running from Nice because he couldn't come back to Miami. Nice killed James' brother and made a song about it. But what made him make a song about it was he done 10 years on a murder case. And when he come home, Lucci rapping about James and bragging about how many hats he got. And one of them hats happened to be that nigga brother. And he saying, nigga, James wasn't that kind of nigga. He was that kind of nigga amongst y'all, because y'all were weak. But nigga, he was running from us down here in Miami. So Thug them, according to DJ Academics and the rest of the people, so you got 4 pockets full and the new Spider crew, they pressing content creators now. Nigga had Lil Baby assistant swing off on, So nigga, they pressing content creators now. So they done brought the gangster shit, they trying to intimidate Aiden. So now, nigga, they was even pressing Aiden about me. But nephew ain't gonna quit fucking with me because of them niggas. They're not good people, huh?
Let's go back. What's your prediction on this Gucci Mane shit? What happened?
Gucci is gonna cooperate.
How do y'all feel about the Gucci Mane, Pooh Shiesty stuff? And I'm gonna just speak on it real quick as a person. I feel like this, bro. It's a time and place it's a time and place for everything. When it comes to disrespect, bro, and people playing with you, I understand how shit can get taken too far. When I'm dealing with my emotions, bro, I have to separate myself, because when I feel like somebody playing with me, I know where it could lead to. And especially in our culture, we like to see the downfall rather than you doing well. We'd rather see you high and messed up and doing bad rather than you doing well. It does something to a lot of us. For some apparent reason, it's getting talked about that Gucci Mane is more of a snitch than Gucci Mane is a healthy artist, rapper, CEO, out here changing his life, bettering his life. Got somebody that's supportive, because you gotta look at it like this, bro. If you lose everything right now and you in a nursing home at a certain age, or you out here battling help, bro, you think these people gonna care about you? Yeah, they might say a few things after you pass. They might say rest in peace and stuff, but then people gonna move on with their life, bro. At the end of the day, people gonna move on with their life after a while, bro. So, man, do what's best for you. Care about you. Worry about your family, and forget about what everybody else talking about.
Operate as he already have. Gucci is not.
I can't see him getting on the stand.
Gucci is not the killer y'all think. If you go back and get the police report,
it's 2 different people, man.
Well, here's the thing. He's more subservient now. He got a woman that controls his mind and his life. She just keep him high on the drug, where he stay in the house and fuck, and she bring everything for him to fuck on. She bring everything. She controls all the money. He don't control the money. She control the artist. She talking business. So no nigga want to sign with you, but your wife handling us, nigga. Pebbles in LA and reading them again. I told you, when they got Channing for 2 years, that little girl with all that talent.
Yeah, we talked.
They put her in a room, nigga, either a room or a hotel, like she was being fucked on every day in lingerie, showing her she wasn't making music. She wasn't making music, my nigga. I said, man, how many gotta be sex trafficking her? From what I heard, that's what they like to do in Atlanta, couple wise. So nigga, when I saw Channing, those were red flags. I'm from where she from. I know how talented she is. Why they're not displaying her talent and it's her titties, her ass? Because the nigga who started with her, that's how he started with her. So she start like that, she can't change once she in her. The reputation was already on her. So, come on, homie. Keisha's smart than a motherfucker. She done fuck Gotti, she done fuck Ross. Any bitch done laid with the big dogs and got a big dog and walking him like he a dog, eating out the palm of her hand is a bad bitch. But she ain't a good woman.
Now, this isn't the last, like, this is not the first person I've heard about say this, though. I done heard this a lot. And I'm gonna be real with you, bro, and I say this all the time, bro. I make sure I be careful, especially now when I'm in my depression zone and I'm not really focused. I gotta be careful who I even be messing with during that period of time, because your mind ain't right, bro. You gotta be careful with these women. Not to say as Keisha is like that, because I've spoken on this before. I think she's good for Gucci. I just feel like, man, I don't know, man. I know a lot of men who allow their female to do the same thing. So I just thought it was a husband and wife situation. How everybody's situation is different on how their marriage or relationship and how they go about doing different things. Some people are swingers. Some people let their person control the money and stuff. Mind you, we in a different age, but that's how a lot of men used to do it back in the day. Old school men, they work, the women handle the household, the bills and stuff like that. Granddad go work, bring grandmama back his work. Even if he had a mistress, he's gonna make sure that grandmama was straight, his family was straight. So to me, that's nothing new to me that the woman is handling mostly everything.
You're a bad bitch.
I just want you to know, if he does decide to take the stand, his reputation, his whole legacy is...
They don't want, with his record.
It's a business decision.
With his record and his background, it now has become criminal. You're gonna interfere with this investigation, this federal investigation. You're gonna obstruct justice. When we have all the evidence, well, why call us then? Why put us in this? Did y'all call the police that night? Don't sound like they did. Don't sound like they did. The lawyer say, man, it's a time lapse in between this shit.
So you're saying they waited to make the report?
The white boy probably didn't. The off-duty cop probably didn't.
Because they said there was fingerprints from the three guys that they arrested.
They got two of them niggas going to go get the bag from the outside cameras. They ain't got lawyers yet. What you think they family saying?
Let's say Gucci doesn't talk. Will the off-duty police officer and the white cameraman, will their words seal the deal? Their statements, will it seal the deal?
The phone records is gonna seal the deal. Everybody's phone records is there, is what's gonna seal the deal. Phone records, before and after. Office Max footage, Greyhound footage. You don't need no more.
That doesn't put you, that don't put Pooh Shiesty away though.
Yeah, it does.
What put Pooh Shiesty away is the gun.
They don't need the gun. They don't need the gun.
So the conspiracy to set it up, that's what you're talking about.
Conspiracy beats the gun and everything. All conspiracy have to do is that y'all know each other and y'all was with each other, right? That's it. Before and after. In relevant conduct. This is what they do. This is what they do. And then, hold up. Then mama come back and through the truth. 20-something dollars out, my boy. And people saying, I find it hard to believe. I don't.
Nah, he didn't make it.
The boy was gone almost 5 years.
Yeah. And people fuck with his catalog.
Man, heavy. So mama saying he didn't give us $1. Scar family saying, man, the man asked for the chain back. Didn't send no money. And we know they got insurance. That ain't a real nigga doing that. That's a nigga that done became subservient to a bitch that done took over his legacy in his kingdom. She leads him. He looked stupid and retarded with them big old white teeth, dressed up like a pretty black Ken doll, but he retarded. That's why he can't.
That nigga stupid as hell. That nigga hell no, that nigga stupid as hell.
Talk. Yeah. They got him on medication, homie. He a psych patient. That's why he can't communicate nothing. So listen, so he's been on medication for 10 years. The chemicals ain't gonna let him buck back the street. He's docile now.
You recently said you don't blame. Well, you said Pooh Shiesty did what he was supposed to do.
If he a street nigga. Suge Knight and them did it. Suge Knight and them did it to Easy to get Dre out. Master P went to Suge Knight to get Snoop out. No.
He just didn't think Gucci would tell. Because what would give you, you're on an ankle monitor, what would give you the balls to do that?
A G nigga.
Nah, man.
G niggas, listen, homie, G niggas don't have balls. It's about principles. Nigga, G nigga, nigga, I know some niggas done killed niggas in front of the people and sat down. Old niggas. This is a little boy that really believed he what everybody else faking to be. Because a real G nigga don't give a damn about the police, nigga. A real G nigga don't give a damn about going to jail. Nigga, I go do 10 years on my dickhead is what I used to hear niggas say. I used to hear niggas say, nigga, I go back and do 15 years on my dickhead, nigga. Nigga ain't taking nothing from me. It's some niggas mean that. He just happened to be one of them little boys. And he had his mama crying, homie. You got my mama online hollering while I'm in jail. It ain't you letting the bitch control you. That's where all the resentment's coming from.
So you think out of all the rappers, Pooh Shiesty, he's one of them guys?
I think out of all the young niggas, rappers, and street niggas, he one of them guys. He wasn't home 72 hours and he did this. I know some niggas say when I get out.
Yeah, you might just be like that. I know some people that's like that. They gonna stand, they'll never change. They just gonna stand on. And you know what I mean? You have to change. You still have morals and values. It's just some things you outgrow. You get what I'm saying? And if that's included the changing, it's the same thing. But a lot of people, man, like I'm one of them niggas, like I stand on my respect and value and morals, but everything ain't risk going to jail over. Like I don't want to be in jail. I'm not a jail type of nigga. But I want to be around a whole bunch of niggas all the time. Feel me? Like I that's just not me. But everybody different though.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill such and such nigga. And when they got out, they did that. I know some niggas, homie, it don't about going back down there. It's about whatever principle and code of ethics and constitution they stand on.
Is there any way he could beat this?
No. Homie, you gotta think.
I don't know. They said the lawyer in Dallas he got is undefeated.
Yeah, he is. But the judge can override him. Mm-hmm. The judge say, I got enough evidence, push it through. Even though, because this is what people keep missing. If I can go drop charges against you and the state can pick them up, what you think the feds can do? We know a crime happened. How? All of y'all was there. By what? Cell phone towers, witness testimonies. I don't have to put a gun in your hand. Y'all kidnap somebody under the federal law. So in state court, nigga get 30 years for kidnapping. Come home in 15. What you think they're gonna do in federal court? And nigga, you wasn't even out 60 days. And they heard your song. If they can convict an innocent man, what makes you think they can't convict a half guilty man?
Money.
Feds don't want no money. Diddy offered them 60 million, plus some properties and some more shit that almost went over 100 million. They don't want no, they want some information. See, the feds, and J. Edgar Hoover created the feds. And J. Edgar Hoover said there would never be another black messiah unless we create it. You think they finna let this nigga be a leader? He finna go be company with Jeff Fort. They'll bury him alive. Jeff Fort, Larry Hoover. He won't exist anymore.
Yeah, Pooh Shiesty was one of the last brands. He had the Shiesty brand. I seen young dudes getting they bullets on their face because he rapped it in the FDO record. Like, he had real influence. He was one of the last artists of the new generation that had real influence.
Definitely young and old who have had influence was either jailed or assassinated or committed. But nigga, you go holler Toby. Nigga, you got the feds' attention with guns. In Northern District.
Speaking of that, this weekend you've been going crazy. Your man B White, he painted pictures for me, painted pictures for you.
I know for a fact, I've counted well over 50 celebrities in probably in a matter of 1 to 2 years. And I used to say when I first started seeing him, I thought he was somebody. Cause I'm saying, man, nigga, how he get to meet all these people? Man, how did he get backstage at the K104 caution, man? So I'm saying, man, how did he get to do all that? So when he reached out to me and asked, could he do something for me? I think I seen this shit somewhere. I'm like, shit, nigga, drop me some shit. And I asked the nigga one day, nigga, how you be getting up on all these celebrities, nigga, to get them pictures? He said, nigga, when I know that, I just draw something off their page and woo, and shit, nigga, I take it to them, nigga. I'm saying, nigga, you got to have favor from God. You getting up, these are, homie, celebrities are like kings and queens. It ain't easy to get, so you have to have, for one, you have to have some type of aura, humility, and a good spirit about yourself to get through the barriers without a ticket. And to be holding this shit up, that can, so I watched him numerous of times. So come to find out he's a second cousin of mine. Not that we grew up knowing it. So I just have always admired his humility, because I tell him, nigga, I'll give you $150 per painting. And he'll draw me paintings 3-4 weeks, and then I'll be saying, man, this nigga trying to play on me for the money, but that's what I told him. But I'll be mean in the process. Man, I won't now to paint. Man, just paint one for my girlfriend. Paint one for my other girlfriend. So, but I'm being mean, but nigga, he never took offense. Homie, he got a gift and a talent that God used this situation for us to really see who he is as a person. And I'm talking about B. White, and how great his gift is to take wood canvas and to paint on it. That's unbelievable. And for it to look how it looked. So when I saw that, I was more affected, not by what DaBaby did, but by the look on B. White's face. And they slowed it down.
I seen that.
What nigga slow it down to capture humiliation? Black man on black man. And we always holler, man, we always putting each other down. Now the rappers put us all down, nigga. This is how the rappers treat us, and they treat our women even worse. They treat our women even worse than what they see, and nigga, but we'll idolize them. He did the gay people the same way. And there wasn't no misconfusion about them saying he was wrong. If I got a problem with a nigga's painting with my kids, I don't wake up the next morning and say it. Say, nigga, give me that goddamn painting with my kids. You ain't, nigga, I'm taking the goddamn painting from your mother. Nigga say, nigga, where you get my picture kids from? My convictions as a father addresses it then. Like when I see my kids do something wrong, I correct it then. I don't wait later and say, hey, I saw you done that. That ain't no man. You wasn't bothered by it when you walked by it to ignore it. But now, man, I don't know what, don't nobody talk. Man, nigga been painting your kids. It's the neighbor right now grooming them. It's somebody in your family, nigga, touching them. They just doing it in an inappropriate way where it don't seem inappropriate, but it's inappropriate, nigga. But you ain't there to protect them. You on the road, you.
That's some real shit right there. I wouldn't wish that on nobody, but that could be that's some real stuff right there.
Gone. They're not with you. But my mother told me something one time. She said, son, if you really love your children, you will respect their mother. Show her some respect. Stop disrespecting her. Treat her. You ain't got to kiss her ass, but treat her. Be kind to her. Try to understand, because that my mama told me. I'm thinking, man, fuck her. But as I begin to look more at my children, nigga, the mental and emotional state that I put their mother in affects them, because she got to cook for them. So I'm saying, nigga, this nigga publicly was at odds with his baby mama. Beat up uncle in front of the kids at the kids' party. What you trying to protect them from? Your sick thoughts and project it on us? I ain't like that, homie. And
did he say something? What made you later that night you went off? Like
homie, nigga, because I can't. Nigga, when I talked to B White, he didn't seem.
He took the picture down.
Yeah,
he did.
Hey, that goes to show you the character of a man. Because I wouldn't have took it down. I would have made the nigga crash out. I would have seen how serious it can get by the nigga painting pictures of your kid, and you give your kids cell phones and don't have parental control over it. Yo, the lyrics that they hear you say about women, nigga, is worse than what you even can consider he was doing painting them. So nah, nigga, I was more affected by the motherfucker who would capture the shame and slow it down and give it to the world to see so they can go viral. So I said, okay, nigga, this my kind of shit. I'm gonna go viral saying fuck his kids to bring attention to B White. I saw Ray Daniels hit him up and asked for a picture. And nigga called me and said, man, thank you, Unc. Thank you, Unc. I'm saying, nah, nigga, thank God. I talked to you and you said you was just coming from church with your family, the kids, nigga, dealing while the world shame and spit on you. I said, you gotta remember, nigga, there's a scripture in the Bible that says all things work for the good of those who love God and is called according to his will and his purpose. My mama used to say that shit. That's how I know it. Mama, what you mean? How can bad work for good, mama? She said, all things, son. It don't say but, there's no exception. Do you love God? Yes, ma'am. Are you called according to his will and purpose? Well, I think I am. Or are you? Yes, ma'am. Then your bad is for your good. So that's what I had to relate to that nigga, because it was a shame he felt, homie, trying to put the pedophile tag on the nigga.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, homie. We gonna do that. Because you don't want to just accept, say, man, fuck that nigga picture. I don't want no picture from you, nigga. I ain't asked you. Yeah.
And see, when you put your kids on the internet, bro, that's the catch-22, because everything's so much fair game on this internet. So when you expose them and stuff like that, it's a little different. I understand everybody's attentions ain't good, and you can't trust everybody with your kids. Believe me, I know that for sure. But everybody, I feel like, man, sometimes, bro, as a celebrity, they take things over their head. I feel like, bro, like we put too much energy into stupid stuff, bro. That it be real life stuff going on, and somebody drawing a picture. I could see if the picture was inappropriate. I know people that do inappropriate stuff and all the time with kids, and we promote all this different type of negative stuff to our kids, and we do stuff and allow our kids to watch stuff, but somebody doing something positive, especially another black man, dog, like, I get, like, it be bullshit sometimes, bro. I think people just be doing shit for just to be doing it.
Would have done that rather than went that route.
Do you think it was his tone when he wrote the paragraph? It was the tone and kind of threatening him a little bit. He could have.
That's what made me step in. I want the threats to come to me. So I won't look DaBaby, look whatever the boy name is. I want what he had for B White to have it for me, since I said fuck his babies. Now he got a reason to feel like this, but not toward him. I'm gonna take the lick for him. I'm gonna take the lick for B White, since he's so offensive. He wasn't trying to offend him. I'm gonna offend you. Fuck your babies, nigga. I bet you don't want to die behind him.
You know, DaBaby has overcame a lot of adversity.
No. Homie, how you overcome a lot of adversity is a change of heart and a renewal of a mind. If nothing else, give your brother some mercy and grace on the stage, because guess what he was doing? He was bound to you, my nigga. He was bound to you, treating you like a king. See, this is, I don't want to go back to that. I do things for reasons. It's a reason why I did that, saying F his babies, and it's a reason why I said what I said about Charlie Kirk. You can't make me think one person is better than another person. Because my mother said God has no respect of persons, of people. God don't favor white people more than he favor black people. He has no respect of color. So if you say, I can't do this, but I can do it by right and by God's right, you can't, I'm gonna do it, nigga, even if it's wrong to you. So yeah, I'm gonna defend an innocent brother who has a Christian belief system and a biblical value system that teaches him if you admire somebody, you appreciate somebody, then you see them as a prophet, so you give the prophet a cup of water. He came with a gift, and his people spit on him.
Which people do feel like DaBaby, parents do have he had the right to reject it.
Well, he didn't reject it. He spit on him. We watched him reject it. Why come back and give an excuse like a weak man? I don't give nobody no excuse on why I done a motherfucking thing. So that's what made it wrong. He came back and tried to give an excuse and a justification, so he wasn't rejecting it. If I reject something, I ain't got to come back tomorrow and say, well, I ain't do that, bitch. Nigga, the response of the people convicted him to come back to have to defend his actions. The people turned on him again. So what do? He just come from an extreme situation, dealing with sex and gays. This is a perfect smoke screen. Pedophile man. What kind of man drawing the kids? Artists. Artist, nigga. This man is an artist, got a studio. And you came to his city. And you think he watching your kids. He watching your kids because you came to your city to publicly give you a perverted picture, knowing you done killed the nigga, knowing you supposed to be a nigga that can fight. He's gonna risk all of this because he's perversion, looking at your daughters. That means you got a perverted mind, DaBaby. Your mind perverted. So I told nigga, draw me a picture of my daughter and bring it to me and stand with me, and I'm gonna cuss DaBaby out again. I damn near want to tell him bring me the pictures of DaBaby's daughter.
Nah, don't do that. You already did what you had to do.
Yeah, but I want to hit him with a nuclear button because I know this will send him to the penitentiary. Niggas say they'll go to prison for their kids, but they'll still suffer in prison for their kids. Whatever reason you tell yourself why you in prison and it's justified, it don't stop the suffering. You still go want some pussy. You still go have to deal with the Mexicans that might stab you, the Aryan Brotherhoods that don't, the guards that kicking you. So you still got to deal with that, even though you feel justified for being there. You still go hurt. Well, fuck, nigga. So I want to see if they'll crash out about their kids, because I don't see them take this same approach going to fight for better rights in the court systems. You'll go die for your kids and go to jail for your kids. Why? Because it's easy to do that.
Yeah.
Nigga, go fight for better child support rights. Go fight for a better working relationship with your baby mama, since you think, cause guess what? She got some gay niggas around her. She got some gay bitches around her. And they was turned out by other gay women. And when your daughter get old enough, nigga, her mama lesbian friends gonna be winking and speaking and peeking now. Because you ain't looking out for that. Little girls ain't getting turned out by pedophile little boys. The pedophiles fucking on the little boys. Every now and then they go get a girl. But they have more access as the boy. Just like the lesbian female pedophile has more access at the girl. So when I talk to most of my lesbian homegirls that's not studs, see, a lot of the studs had some trauma. That's why they want to be a boy like, to become the trauma. But most bisexual or lesbian women was turned out by another woman, an older one. Everyone I damn talked to was turned out by an older woman. The ones that's extreme with it, like Glorilla sister, those are the ones that come from trauma. Because you don't have to look like a boy in physical form to play a lesbian. That's where the mental illness comes from. That's for trauma. The boy that want to go get his titties done, his voice change, put on the dress like Caitlyn, that's trauma. The nigga that's walking in the suit, that's handsome, just looking like a regular football player nigga, that's a pervert, freaky nigga. He still look like a man, but he got the way, he's secret with it. But that motherfucker that's out in the open, that's trauma, homie. So I understand.
Well, what's your thoughts on the war? You know, Iran.
I remember hearing about a one world government. I remember hearing about a one world form of currency. There's no such thing as a war. It's power being repositioned and reshifted. Wars of the people who fund wars fund both sides. Just the one they want to win, they think will win, funds a little more. So I've been hearing about a one world government, a new world order. Y'all really think they fighting? Y'all really believe they fighting as good as our technology is? Y'all really want to believe that we flew over Iran and Iran drove, they went and painted some fake crafts on the thing. And the world's greatest military flew over and bombed paintings on the ground. Y'all really want to believe that? Y'all want us to believe that they done killed every Iranian leader that came and filled in after the other. Y'all really believe that? But they went and captured the other one and brought him over here in a Nike sweatsuit. And he in the federal prison with 6ix9ine, talking, signing shit. Ukraine and Russia is at war. Afghanistan just ran America out less than 10 years ago, made us retreat and took billions of dollars worth of high grade and high technology military equipment. We've been at war with Al Qaeda, Taliban, since Bin Laden. We fighting Syria. Nigga, we've been at war for 100 years, seems like. How much more can America stand? Because we're not at war. Israel is. Israel is. That's why Trump is being as ruthless as he can be, saying we'll wipe y'all out. That's the Israeli prime minister talking, as if he's speaking to the Palestinians. There's not a Jewish bank in Russia. There's not a Jewish bank in North Korea. There's not a Jewish bank in Iran. How you think they targeting them people? Venezuela. We fucking with Venezuela by dope. And China say we got a fentanyl factory. And we getting it to the Mexicans to get it in. Until y'all pay us all our money. We didn't go after them. We pick on small countries. What we gonna do? Get that goddamn gas. Because our electric cars ain't gonna always work. Between North Korea, Russia, and China, they can send America back into the dark ages with technology. And every year or so, they shut down our internet, they shut down all the airport system, and they tell us it was a glitch or something. No, that was a cyber attack. So I don't believe America's at war. For one, you have to have Congress approval to go to war. So we hadn't had Congress approval. we're not at war. This is America falling and submitting and kneeling to the rule of Israel, Jerusalem. We're fighting their wars. We're using our military. And the world is hating us because the Jews, Israel, can do no wrong, and they do a lot of wrong. They do a lot of wrong. And so it's the reason why you see ICE, but you can't recognize ICE. These are not your redneck, cracker, racist, hateful-hearted, nigger-hating, nigger-loving white folks. About 2 years ago, when I first started, about 2 to 3 years ago, I was staying at the Hilton in Fort Lauderdale. And nigga, I seen 500-600 Israeli soldiers, but I didn't know they was Israeli soldiers. I just know they were from a foreign country, and they was very arrogant, they was mean. And I kept saying, man, what are y'all doing here? Man, this is America, man, what is it? Homie, they want to mistreat Americans because they know they rule over us. We act like we're over them, but they know we bow to them. Our leaders, our government will submit and kneel to Israel.
Y'all never heard of I think it's AirPac, AIRPAC? Go look that up, and then you'll see who Israel's funding over here as far as our government, and maybe it'll have y'all looking at the shit differently. Because everything he's saying is the truth.
So nigga, the rest of the world go get us so they can get Israel. They just now started translating the things that Adolf said. We might have been on the wrong side of the law in history. Because if you translate, and he's really saying what he's saying, he don't sound hateful. He sound like Trump, trying to protect America and get rid of the illegals, get rid of the pedophiles. So why do you think the Epstein Island, his ranch in Mexico, how you think it lasted so long? And he advising all the world's leaders about their money. And he's a Jew. Nigga, them was Jew parties. Mm-hmm. Diddy became a fall guy in the smoke screen because he was fucking with them too. King Charles over there in England, he said, you're not fit to taint the legacy of our royal family. Cousin Andrew, I'm putting your ass in jail and you fit to prove these charges right or wrong. But we won't defend them. We're not Jews. We tried to tell our boy that was married to that Merkel girl by going across that water, partying with Hollywood and them people. That's why the queen them said, he can't come back in this motherfucker, stay out here now. Strip him of everything. She died and wouldn't let him back in. The daddy won't let him back in. Why? You've been over there. And you for the bring that spirit and that residue into our bloodline. Because you can't erase your memory. They say your memory can be passed down through your DNA. Why you think that boy Diddy's son's freaky? If you freaky, nigga, it's in your DNA. So watch your kids.
Man, damn, I wish I would have thought about that a long time ago, bro. And I wish I really paid attention to that. I wish I knew that, because I actually believe DNA can run through your kids. Like, facts.
Closely and carefully, nigga. It'll be activated based off what they see and what they're exposed to. At school, at home, outside, on television. So it's another little kid knows some freaky shit, nigga, because his mama freaky. And he teach the other kids at school. He tell the other girl about a camel toe, because he heard his uncle talking about a camel toe. She, girl, let me see that camel toe. Let me see that pearl tongue. Nigga ain't even know what a pearl tongue was. I'm gonna hit that G-spot, because nigga listen to grown folks. I'm gonna go talk to the little girl like, what's a G-spot? In your pussy? Ah, yeah. So, nah, nigga, he was trying to run off what he thought was pausing in the country. And the story was rewritten. Mm-hmm. Now we see the Jews who now have power doing the exact same thing to their brothers, the Palestinians, what was done to them. So now they're over here. I watch Jewish people, and I love them to death, homie, because they the ones who grew up with the niggas from racism to now. But now they act like they rule and run America. And their biggest chest out is, I'm a Jew. You can't say nothing about me. Nigga, that's a level. That's when black people couldn't say nothing about white people. They've surpassed the level of any other human. And they're unforgiving about it. Mm. At least the people are. I've seen the rabbis be very forgiving. The Jewish rabbis, very forgiving. But the rabbi don't have no power really if he's not popular amongst the power struggle.
So you think this whole war is just propaganda?
It is. World War II was propaganda. World War I, the Vietnam War was propaganda. The Iraq War was propaganda. There was no weapons of mass destruction. They've never told us the truth about anything.
I mean, people died recently in this Iran war.
Well, why are we in war? For what? What did they do? Nothing. Nothing. Nigga, they wouldn't kill generals, presidents, government leaders. For what? Because they won't submit to their rule. Mm. America have only been in power maybe 500, 600, 700 years. Those people, country, traditions, and custom have existed thousands of years. So how we gonna go change them people's beliefs? And our beliefs change every 4 years. Nothing is right for America because it changes every 4 years. We'll have somebody come undo what the motherfucker did to do for us. So now they trying to say, okay, now this might be a good time for us to stop having presidential election. We just,
like North Korea.
Yeah, our government is going rogue because this is not our government. There's no way an American citizen, American-born person will lead our babies back to another war. How do you know, Charleston? I pay attention to the ICE agents. White people don't mistreat white people in uniform. Never have, never will. They are killing white people fast and quick without even second thought because these are not white Americans. That's why they put the Pooh Shiesty mask on. That's why they won't let you see the eye. That's why they mean and cussing. Real Americans are not like that in power with law enforcement. They're peacekeepers. It's the reason why our people are dying in America at the hands of ICE. When the world go on a little further and America start having more problems, we've already pulled away from the United Nations. Our people won't have no protection. From no protection. Because they won't use law enforcement to control Americans. Law enforcement is to go control the poor. They're gonna bring in what you see with ICE to control the law enforcement that control us. Why you think ICE is in there talking back to the males, cussing them out, they rude? Because these are not American citizens who respect our Constitution and our rights as citizens. America have been invaded. Foreign interests, foreign corporations, and there's 99 different motherfucking tongues in here. And I'm telling black people, white people, I ain't worried about niggas right now. We can fix some shit now, boy. Yeah, we can fix some shit now. They won't burn another Black Wall Street down. They got to go overseas and fight.
Hmm. Have you seen the astronauts
They lying. Yeah, y'all seen it. They ain't got no space shuttle riding on side of it recording it. They ain't got no drone they flying, showing us the outside footage of that motherfucker as they travel. They ain't got no camera in a satellite that's showing us that motherfucker just shot by. They ain't got nothing but some niggas in some capsules looking in the camera. Yeah, I don't believe that.
Do you believe space is real?
No. How did they call back in the 70s? Up to space. What phone rung up there? What phone rung up there?
I don't believe the moon landing is real, but I believe space is real.
I don't believe man have left God's the firmament that sits over earth. The man and the woman that was up there for what, almost a year last year that was stuck up there, where they at?
Yeah, they were up there for like 4 months.
Longer, almost a year.
Yeah.
So what stories do they have to tell? Oh dang, man, I don't think they're going up there.
What would it take to convince you that it's real?
When that motherfucker take off, it's a motherfucker following with a camera like they do me. Look at his ass go up there, y'all. And when they in space, they in the window saying, look at, say, what's up, nigga? And they in space, say, there you go right there. If they can't do that, they lying. They can do your car like that when you bag up from space. They can show your car right there. So why they can't just show us something? They are everybody, like Star Trek used to do. Star Trek used to show the outside of the galaxy, and while it was float. Nah, niggas, nah, man. And then I think that's water. I think if you go up there, you come under there.
Wow, a lot of people think that's the ocean. Space is the ocean.
I think if you go up there, you come from up under there. That's why everything lands in the water.
So you're pretty much saying we're the only people in existence. There's no other.
Damn, that's crazy. I never thought about it like that. If you go up, so we just surrounded by water all the way around, like space is nothing. I know a lot of people that believe space is just water, like the stuff that's down, bro. Like this shit is so fucked up and confusing.
Planets. So what is the sun? Where's the sun come from? The sun is the most powerful thing in the universe.
Yeah, it is. God created the sun, but this is what I'm saying. Who been up there?
I mean, it's astronauts that have stories that you could check in. They have interviews about it. They tell
I know
some
some
stories.
penitentiary niggas got some good motherfucking stories. Sound good, believable, and everything. But nigga,
boy, that nigga stupid. He dead ass serious though. That motherfucker dude. Them niggas from jail be having some good ass stories.
Tell us anything.
So is the earth flat? Are you one of them type niggas?
No.
So it's round.
I don't know what it is. I just know when I fly, I see a oval existence when the plane do this and they do that. You should be able to see a cliff somewhere. It be look like it's a ball in the sky. So I be looking out the window trying to. I think people that's trying to figure out if the world flat around, they miss out on a lot in life. I don't give a fuck if this bitch flat or round. I ain't going that far to find out. But just from my observations, the motherfucker look round in the sky. It look like we in the ball.
So at night when you see the black stars in the sky, what is that?
Nigga, I think that's a screen. As a